It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And Brooklyn is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Nets will be going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. And guys, it's hard to believe that for a portion of his career, Hassan Whiteside was having a hard time getting minutes at all. He was even out of the league for a few years. What clicked for him to become the player he is today?
Well, I've talked to him personally, Ernie, and he understood that work and focus was all he needed to be in the NBA. He started playing to his strengths. Every now and then he does silly stuff. I'll call him and say, hey, straighten up. That's why he got the big contract, Ernie.
Yeah, there seem to be times when he's not exactly dialed in.
He's not dialed in, but he's a young player. But, you know, when I don't see him dialed in, then that's when I dial in and say, yo, man, you got to get dialed in.
And he takes your calls?
Oh, of course he does.
Well, you know, it's hard to get second chances in this league, but he's made the most of them. And when he's making the most of them, he's getting them SLNs. You know what that is.
Shaq like numbers.
Without question.
That's what that meant. Wow.
Thanks, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny.
That'll do it for now. We send you to Kevin Harlan, who's got the call.
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Battle of upstarts tonight. Both teams want to win, but also want to develop young talent. Brent, at this stage, is one goal more important than the other?
Yeah, I think development is first and foremost for each of these teams, Kevin. And sometimes you can learn more from losing than you can from winning. I was always told as a player growing up, when you lose, don't lose the lesson. The team right here with developing young talent needs to make sure that they adhere to that.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Johnson. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Now Dragic after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Waiters outside. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. Oh, and the jam by Waiters.
Sneaky quickness allowing Waiters to penetrate through the defense to get the strong finish.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Now, here is Russell. Carroll with it. Pass to Russell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 6. Here's Crabbe from the top of the key. He buries it.
And Crabbe showing a knack on that possession for connecting on a shot that's challenged by the defense. So not mattering who's on him that time.
Russell against Dragic. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. James Johnson, the journeyman forward, the kind of player that can eat up minutes at either forward position, Brent, and just do whatever he has to do to contribute to the team on offense.
Again, one of the guys who last year benefited from an incredible run from the teammates around him, and his skills were on full display. At his size, puts the ball down, shoots the three, goes in and will dunk on somebody. Played with incredible aggressive mindset last year and became a candidate for one of the league's most improved players.
And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And, of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
Now here's Waiters, following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Russell kicks to Mozgov. Carroll against Winslow. Dishes it to Russell. Russell, a screen on Waiters. The Nets working the ball around now. Carroll kicks to Crabbe. Takes the three. Miami grabs the miss. Outside Dragic. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Right side, no good.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
And here's Dragic after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three.
Well, even though Dragic gets hit on the play, you clearly see it there. He possesses the strength and focus to get that one to go.
Russell kicks to Mozgov. Dragic against Russell. Now the feed to Carroll. Outside Russell. Crabbe from long range. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Miami trailing. The dish to Dragic. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Miami also making a switch. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Crabbe from long range. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. Winslow kicks to Dragic. And that's in. Nice feed on the play. Dragic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Winslow. Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Waiters, here we go. Olynyk dishes to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Nets trail by 3. Well, Eric Spoelstra known for being a player's coach, but he also isn't afraid to dish out some tough love. With this team in a rebuilding phase, he's had to do that a lot.
Well, I think what he's trying to do is just get the most out of every player on the team, and he lets them know, I'm going to put you in positions, guys, to maximize your potential. Sometimes that can come from tough love, but most of the time it's because they want greatness. That's what the Miami Heat organization is all about.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. White comes in for Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here is Harris. Mozgov down low. That one good for 2. Mozgov's got his first points in this one.
And I'll tell you what, at his size, once Mozgov gets the ball that close, it slides out.
Pass to Adebayo. He dishes it to Olynyk. Johnson against Land. Mozgov with the steal. Harris inside. They get it back. Kicks it to Mozgov. Harris passes to Lynn. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Adebayo to stop the run. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Lynn, that one no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. Jeremy Lin is out there with LeVert, and it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Lin's shot is off. The Heat trail by 4.
Tough for Josh Richardson last year to get some consistent play due to injuries that just sort of took him off track, but it definitely slowed up what was looking like a very encouraging sophomore season. Still has a bright future ahead of him.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the score by Miami. Harris kicks to Lin. LeVert the pass to Mozgov. Nets passing it around, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Damari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Miami. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good from Harris. And despite the injury-riddled season last year, you can see what Richardson provides to a team when he is healthy and when he's ready to go. Solid wing player.
Well, they love Richardson coming out of college as a guy who could play flat-out defense on the wing, and then all of a sudden he stepped up in some big moments 2 years ago and started draining three-point shots. So they feel like they've got a perimeter player in Richardson that's going to make that kind of progression and have that kind of consistency for them in the next few years.
Here is Lin. Heat knocking down the tray. There's the screen. Shot off the pick. And that one goes long. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Nets. Lin with the ball. Rebound by Olynyk. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Outside, Lin. He kicks it to Booker. Harris outside. Passes it to LeVert. He feeds it to Carroll. Harris dishes to Carroll. Lin from long range scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lin, dropping it in the face of the D.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. So both teams changing it up here. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Here is Whiteside following the bucket by the Nets. Can they get it? Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Good D by Booker.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
There's the pick. Takes a three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Now here's Whiteside. Johnson outside. Back to Whiteside. Whiteside missing again.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now here's Cram. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow wide open. He fires. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Winslow's got his first basket of the night. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Nets passing it around. The drive by Booker. And it's good. 2 points. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Heat, another three.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. And here is Crabbe. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Back to Dragic from 17 feet out. Three-pointer. He got it!
Wow!
He got it!
This is what you got to do.
Woo.
And that three makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nets out in front. They lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they had so many assists in the first half. And they're not just relying on ISO plays to generate points.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Waiters and Winslow are the wings. Johnson is out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Miami with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Takes the 13-footer, feeds to Winslow, on deep, sinks it. What range from outside, wow! Winslow's got 5 points so far. And a special thanks to Under Armour for the second look at the long-range three-pointer. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Beautiful. And for the Heat, Brent, as bad as the workouts might be, the payoff is there.
Yeah, it's always amazing how many former Heat players talk about going down there and getting ground down. And if you're getting ground down in just a workout, what the heck are the practices like? So this is not a franchise or a team that's for everybody in the league, but that's what the Heat do. They sift through those kind of guys and then find out what Miami Heat players are out there and available, and then they bring those guys in.
Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Mozgov on the mark with the 15-footer.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
Now here's Dragic. He has 7. There's Winslow. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Grab up top. He's guarded by Waiters. Mozgov with the bucket.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Here's Dragic from outside. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, when it comes to collecting rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is one of the best in the league. Outstanding job creating a second chance opportunity and getting the shot to go.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Lynn's checked in. Then for the Heat, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Whiteside. Okaro White comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Justice Winslow. Mozgov's shot is off.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Dishes it to Olynyk. Fires from the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Olynyk's got the game tied up here for the Heat. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Richardson against Carroll. The feed to Russell. Screen by Russell. 6 to shoot. Lynn against Waiters. Russell from long range. So for the Nets, LeVert's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Whitehead in for D'Angelo Russell. Heat also with the sub. Johnson's checked in.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
Here's Whitehead. Richardson cover. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
Lynn kicks to Mozgov. Levert the pass to Mozgov. And the layup's good off the glass. Mozgov's got 6 in the quarter.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Johnson dishes to Richardson. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Hollis Jefferson. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for White. And Ellington is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Johnson against Len. Pass to Whitehead. Here's the floater. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 2. For Miami, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now here's Waiters. He's tightly guarded. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Here's Whitehead. Here's Levert. Shot clock at 5. Over Waiters. And it's Levert missing. The Heat trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Now here's Booker. Here's Levert. And a miss there on the triple. Johnson against Land. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets lead by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Let's listen in on what Erik Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust each other these last minutes, okay? Work for a great shot. Don't settle.
He always preaches teamwork. Erik Spoelstra trying to bring this unit together down the stretch.
Yeah, play unselfishly. Make the extra pass. Force the defense to have to work hard to try and get stopped.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Damari Carroll out there. He's out there with Mozgov. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here's Cram. After the Heat pick up 2. The dish to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Mozgov. Cram from long range. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. It's stolen by Carroll. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Crabbe. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Crabb kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Kilpatrick. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ellington the pass to Johnson. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And being primarily a 3-and-D guy, Crabb's opportunities at the line can be rare, but great job of drawing the foul there.
The first one falls. A second-round pick back in 2013, Allen Crabb didn't play consistent minutes, Brent, until his 3rd season in the NBA.
Yeah, he continues to work, and I think the early part of his career, he got some minutes because he really focused on the defensive end, and maybe scoring a little bit and shooting the ball well took his mindset away from that. We'll see this year if he can be more complete on both ends and still a tremendous offensive weapon.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Carroll. Passes to Crabb. Feeds it to Carroll. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's Russell with the 3. That one no good. And Miami the other way now. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. No coverage that time. And the Heat lead by 5.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. It's Dragic with the drive and the jam by Whiteside.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Mozgov kicks to Carroll. He dishes it to Russell. Screened by Russell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks to Crabb. 3-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Mozgov, a screen on Richardson. Down low, Russell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
Here's Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists now in the game.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Now here's Crabb. Mozgov, a screen on Richardson. Picked by Mozgov. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
Count it, good. And that's 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive. Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against wind.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Now here's Richardson. He feeds it to Winslow. Richardson with a screen for Dragic. Dishes to Whiteside. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Carroll.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Well, they're nearing that point right now. Everything would have to go perfectly just to give them a shot. Starting to get more confident and assertive in his game. Crabb gets the ball in a huge moment. Instead of passing it, he attacks.
The Heat making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. The Heat leading by 4. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, sending out the memo to the team, get Whiteside the rock. Everything he's touching right now is going in.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Screened by Russell. Grant dishes to Carroll. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Spiked it away. There's Hollis Jefferson, and the Nets miss again. And now they decide to foul intentionally. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Dragic. Rejected by Moskov.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's off as well, so he misses both. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
.12 seconds left in the fourth. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And this is where Crabbe continues to gain consistency. Came into the league with a great shooting stroke that's now highly repeatable from long range. This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunity.
Here's Waiters over Crabbe. No good. Whiteside. Money.
And this is why they have him as their star player. Whiteside with the ability to step up in the clutch.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench. You know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody have to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew. thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.